Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. The Australian dollar failed to stage any significant moves overnight since Friday's volatile session, triggered mainly from a combination of a short market positioning along with low expectations of a trade deal between the US and China, which weighed on the pair over the last 12 hours. News sources reported on Friday that the US President Trump had asked officials in his administration to start drafting the terms of a possible deal with China. However, this story had met with little merit after the White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow said that President Trump had not asked his cabinet to put together a trade deal with China, contradicting the early report. Today, the RBA is to announce its benchmark interest rate and publish a rate statement which outlines the economic conditions and the factors affecting the monetary policy decision, with the statement the main key. It is widely expected, though, that the RBA will keep rates on hold, but the statement could reveal clues on whether the RBA sway more to a hawkish or dovish sentiment. At present, the Australian dollar remains above the broad downtrend at 71.70, along with that with the 60-day moving average at 71.86. It is assessed, though, if the market can break beneath the two important levels, which is the 60-day moving average and also the downtrend, could reinstate the move to the region of 71.40.60 to 70.85. Resistance at this stage seen at 72.35. Little changed also in the US dollar, since at one point is concerning due to the fact that the market staged a very significant rally last week and posted a 16-month high 96.96, but since then has failed to recapture its bullish charm and stage any significant moves to the upside. On the flip side, the euro rebounded and stabbed at the resistance of 114.35, and at this stage still hugs at 114. I'm a seller into rallies at 114.35.55 and keeping my stop loss relatively tight around 35 to 45 points and place my stop around 114.96 to the figure, or according to your risk management. Overall, I do expect to see the market drop back to test the lows. Now, we did get to 113.55, but I do expect to see the level re-challenge the August lows at 112.95. Well, the dollar yen also hasn't made any real significant moves overnight, but still locked in a range of 111.45 to 55 to 113.65. Although finding a little bit of a bias to the upside, I still expect to see the market slightly weakening. This is not the bullish picture I'd like to support a trade to climb higher. I would like to see a little bit more towards a stronger pattern. Therefore, does suggest a further, or at least some weakness into today's session. Well, the pound is still finding momentum as it looks towards a resistance now at 130.70. A break above there would give further scope to the upside to 131.55.70 to 132.45.55. But I'm a little bit skeptical. This market's finding momentum on the back of the Brexit deal expectations around November 21st. This pattern could be bearish, so do be on your guard and keep your stops relatively tight if you are trading from a long side. The gold slipped overnight and slightly away from the top side of its range of the 1,236 to 40 area. From the breakdown, could see a slightly weaker gold into this week. Due for the fact is that the US Federal Reserve monetary policy decision is expected this week. I don't expect to see any changes, but I do hold a view that the Fed will tighten rates in December. Also, President Trump and China's leader Xi Jinping is likely to hold talks on the other side of this month with a G20 summit. So let's see how the market plays from there. And to finish off with oil, well, the market at this stage is a little bit weaker and looks towards the support at 61.40.60. It is assessed, though, that we could see further weakness if we see a break under 61.40 down towards a region of 60.30. But I am at this stage neutral as the market slowly digests what the Iran sanctions are all about, as they started on the 4th. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.